Так, извиняюсь за долгую задержку. Всем привет, хорошего настроения, с вами Ревеновым, и сегодня мы попробуем сыграть в игру Max Payne 3. И, в принципе, что в нее пробовать, в нее поиграло и так очень много народу, по сути. Ее, наверное, прошли все, кому не лень в свое время. Чисто хочется мне в нее поиграть. Вот и все. Особой мотивации тут нету. Так что я надеюсь, всем будет приятно на это посмотреть. В конце концов, игра атмосферная, довольно-таки интересная. Я ее, в принципе, в свое время прошел не до конца, но сюжет мне, в принципе, понравился. Хоть, конечно, это не первый или второй Max Payne. Ну, как бы сказать, достойное продолжение достойной игры. Я в нее пока что не играл, так что начнем мы. Давайте сразу со сложной.
So I guess I'd become what they wanted me to be. A killer. Some rent-a-clown with a gun who puts holes in other bad guys. Well, that's what they had paid for, so in the end, that's what they got. Say what you want about Americans, but we understand capitalism. You buy yourself a product and you get what you pay for. And these chumps had paid for some angry gringo without the sensibilities to know right from wrong. Here I was, about to execute this poor bastard like some dime store angel of death. And I realized they were correct. I wouldn't know right from wrong if one of them was helping the poor and the other was banging my sister. I'd arrived in Sao Paulo a few weeks before. I was working a protection detail for the kind of people who need protection in a town like this. And what kind of town was this? One where I didn't speak the language and they didn't water down their drinks. So for now, we seemed to get along just fine. Of course, that was about to change.
Hey, brother.
Hey.
How's the cocktail?
Scotch. I never mix my drinks.
Well, at least not on duty.
Something like that.
Man, that favela is big.
Yep. Nothing like the view of extreme poverty to make a penthouse cocktail party really swing.
I guess they call it trickle-down economics.
That's funny.
It's supposed to be a charity thing. Drink and give money. I don't know, something for the kids. Hey, listen, man. We better look lively. This place is a nightmare. They just got cowboys running security downstairs. And something rotten in the air.
That didn't mean much. There was always something rotten in the air. The family we were protecting were local celebrities, rich parasites with delusions of humanity. The kind of people who end up in glossy magazines or body bags, depending on how their luck runs. So where are they all? I see Rodrigo over there talking to that guy.
Yeah, I don't know him. That guy next to him. He's some kind of cop. I think, I'm not sure. Serious, though. Big end cop, anti-gang sort of thing. I can't remember his name.
So who's this guy?
That guy's a plastic surgeon or some kind of surgeon. Tummy tucks and cock implants. Ha! Look at Marcel. Still dances like a fool.
Guess that's what a European education and a coke habit will do for Ricky Martin look-alike.
That's very funny, Max. Oh, excuse me.
I was mostly working for Rodrigo Branco, a local businessman. Built things, did some charity, had things named after him, won awards, owned things, people. One of the trophies he had won was his wife, Fabiana. She was hot and wanted to be dangerous. Some good genes trying to fight their way out of a cesspit. She'd married well and was now at leisure to regret her good fortune. They got along as well as any rich workaholic and his younger airhead wife tend to get along. They mostly ignored each other. She spent a lot of time with his cokehead younger brother, Marcello. He was a good time guy if your idea of a good time was an expensive suit, a bottle of champagne, and nothing between the ears. The middle brother, Victor, had just walked in. He was a local politician. Guy was smoother than an oil slick on an iceberg and about as toxic. The rest of the crowd, I didn't know, but I could imagine the types. People who know if they drink enough, they won't have to feel guilty about their good fortune. Suddenly, things turned real ugly. Felt like our hangovers arrived right on cue.
Passos! What was that? I don't know what the fuck that was. Let's go.
Things had gone from fine to fucked up in about a second, and now there were two idiots at the wheel.
Clear. Got this floor?
Sure.
All right, look after yourself, bro. Stay safe.
It wasn't my own safety I was concerned about, trophy wife or not. I'd said I would protect the girl. I hoped I hadn't lost my edge, along with everything else. It was time to choose, a nasty fall or a bullet to the head. That was the boss lady, only this time she wasn't calling for more vodka in her Cosmo.
Всю игру молчать. Чтоб Макса не перебирать, перебивать. Кстати, можно собирать всякие ачивки. Ну, это так, в принципе, косметические.
She was out on one of the balconies, and I hoped, not about to be thrown off it.
Don't be stupid! Don't be stupid! Let her go! Let her go! Come on!
It might have been stupidity or drunkenness, or maybe both. But before I knew it, I was back taking insane risks, trying to save fallen women.
Tranquila! Tranquila! Nós cuidamos disso.
Nice work! Hey, you need a hand?
Я озвучивать, я...
No, you? Who the hell's Rodrigo?
I don't know, man. Thanks.
Somebody's gotta go find him.
Está tudo sob controle agora. Fica tranquilo.
Плюсаните, если кто-нибудь подключился к трансляции, озвучивать мне диалоги.
I imagined the elevator doors opening to a firing squad of muzzles. As far as I could see it, the one thing my plan had going was that no one else would be stupid enough to pull this move.
What have you done with him?
I had to keep moving. I didn't want to fuck this up more than I already had. It looked like they were taking him out through the basement. maybe I still had a shot. Rodrigo was too rich a prize for them to throw away. Sure, I'd have to work hard to get him back, but I knew the bad guys would want the boss alive almost as much as I did. The control box was on the wall to the left of the gate. The great thing about being famous as well as rich is the bad guys know who to kidnap. They weren't waiting on my say-so. I had to move. Another parking lot rattling with gunfire. Was I too late? Rodrigo! Rodrigo! I'm here! Rodrigo! It's Max! You're okay. You're okay. Yeah. Come on, get up. Come on, get up. You're okay. Come with me. Just come on. It's okay. Stay right here. It's okay.
Ei, vocês aí! Que porra vocês estão fazendo? A justiça local?
Que porra você acha que é, falando com meus homens assim?
Você acha que tem o direito de matar as pessoas a sangue frio, Becker?
Cala a boca, cuzão! Continua dando multas. Não põe o nariz onde não é chamado. Vamos!
Конечно, забавный этот язык, а. Латинский ничего.
Chama uma ambulância!
Fuck.
You did good, Max.
Хорошо сработано, Макс.
You say so.
Как скажешь, ничего
Don't look
хорошего
so
я в этом
good.
не заметил.
Hey, what could be better, huh? The good guys are reunited, and the Commando Sombra are dead.
I guess.
Наверное.
So who's this guy?
I don't know.
Не
Some
знаю,
kind of
какой-то
cop.
поп, руководитель
Different branch of the
полиции,
police,
не
not
идиот,
UFED, but
обычный
normal
полицейский.
cops. I don't know about this stuff.
Политики не
Everywhere
разбирают, куда
politics.
ни плюнь, везде политика. Чёрт,
Shit,
Макс,
Max, you
тебя
look
не
kind of beat up.
Волошинский.
Let's get this lot home, and then I'll
Давай
get you
отвезем
home too.
всех
Come
домой,
on.
потом я отвезу домой тебя. Пошли. В жопе две дыры, да? По дырке на полку.
103.
Что-то мне не нравится его рожа недовольная.
Back home, it was time for some R&R, the only way I knew how.
Я умел делать это. Хатка моей почище.
And with that, I guess I was ready for bed. A couple of days later, it was back to work, ferrying the boss's broad and his dipshit of a brother out for the night so they could recover from their brush with mortality. Then again, what did I expect? These were the kind of people who went to nightclubs in helicopters. Fabiana had brought her sister along, presumably so she could show off just how rich and empty her life was. And boy, was she about to learn the meaning of rich and empty.
Max! Max! I was speaking to you. Sorry, what was that? Oh, I was saying we get into a lot of scrapes, man.
Well, we're still here.
Thanks to you, Max. I owe you my life.
It wasn't just him, huh, baby?
Oh, yes, Marcel. I'm sure you did a lot to save everyone. You were probably worried about getting blood on your stash.
Very funny.
Thank you, Max. I don't know what I would do without my sister. Spend even more time doing something useful. You know, she works in the favela. She's the good sister. Shut up. What did you hear, Baba? More bodies turned up when people went missing. It's horrifying.
Did someone say Buzz Q?
Hey.
I'm just kidding. It is a cool town, man. Hey, here we are. I love this place. I love this view. It's a real chill place to hang, you know? Do a little business, have some fun. I need it too. I've been working far too hard. Like a whore during Fleechy Weeky, as my roommate used to say. You like that, Max?
That's pretty funny.
Охуенно. Цени.
Marcelo, Fabiano!
Você lembra da minha irmã, Giovanna?
Claro que sim, Fabiana. I'm glad you are still with us. I heard what happened. I've missed you. I would have called, but you know how it is. Didn't want it to bother you.
Hey, Marcel, I think I might have an interesting investment for your brother.
We'll call him up, homie.
I haven't seen him for a while. Last week was Fashion Week. My God, Egypt, but so beautiful. You know Anastasia?
Oh yeah, I know Anna. Nothing but the best. Nothing but the second best. Why can't we sit over there, Mom? I love you, but Claudio is the best. Claudio? Claudio, he isn't even any good. He worked when he'd be in Barcelona, Milan, he couldn't make it in Germany. Now he comes back here acting fucking royalty. I'll introduce you. Nah, just give me a bottle of champagne.
This kind of place made me want to puke. I needed a real drink to deal with the electronic music and the robotic people.
Fucking monkey from a fucking slum. That's cool with me. What's that? Nothing. Say, Max, you're a man of the world. You fucking do it, man.
About what?
What do you do about life?
Look at me, I'm standing in a nightclub, listening to music I can't stand. I'm 5,000 miles from home, I'm armed and I'm drinking. You don't want to listen to advice from me, amigo.
Oh, Max, I love you, man. You're fucking real, you know? People, fuck them. People get me wrong. I think I love a wrong woman. Value! Nigga! Nigga, how are you? What you been, Mo? What you been?
Thank God he had left. A minute more of his drivel and I would have had to put a bullet in him myself. It soon turned out I wasn't the only one. I hadn't seen it coming, but that was no surprise. It's hard to keep your eye on the ball through the bottom of a glass. I just hoped I could get to Fabiana and Giovanna in time. I knew if I didn't get to the girls soon, they'd be leaving this place with either a price on their heads or a tag on their toes. Damn it! The doors had been chained shut. I didn't need my Portuguese for Beginners phrase book to work out what was going on. The guy making the noise was the boss. He was sending them around to cut me off from the other side. And sure enough, a few seconds later, I had some company on the dance floor.
Тихо, тихо! Да. Главное явно хватает. Блин, ни одного отличия.
Sao Paulo's favorite bodyguard. How's it going, bro?
It's not good. Some guys took Giovanna and Fabiana.
What? Jesus, Max, hey, I'm on my way.
No, stay in the chopper. We'll need a way out of here. I'll go find the girls.
They came out that way to the lounge.
Oh, get up. You can't stay here. I need you to lock this door behind you. Get everybody else out of here. Son of a bitch.
Блин. Еще есть-то? Блин, что, неужели не просто богат, а?
All this unfinished business, and all I could think about was my unfinished scotch. Whatever the hell they were arguing about, it was time for me to add my 2 cents.
Por causa das meninas do branco. Ele não tem nada a ver com isso. Oi, daí, mano? Eu vou ganhar um prêmio quando eu te matar, otário! Corre, corre!
Ноги.
Victor's political campaign was starting to come unstuck. Seemed the Broncos' luck was on the turn. If only that was the worst news they'd received that day. They were still alive, at least. This crew was starting to look a lot like friends of the Gatecrashers at last week's party. These guys had some real issues with the Broncos. They were back to finish the job. I figured it was time to start doing mine.
Да, есть тут пистолет, отлично. Возьмем уже, нашел.
This wasn't the time to be second-guessing myself. I had to hurry or I'd lose them. A little consolation prize for having my assault on the free bar cut short. They were headed for the helicopter pad. I had to get to the roof before Giovanna and Fabiana left on a one-way flight. I knew this was going to be a bad idea, but in the continued absence of any good ones, I decided to go with it. What a view. I guess my time in Sao Paulo wasn't quite the paid holiday in the sun I'd been promised. At least I was getting shot at by a middle-class psychopath. These guys weren't messing around. This place was like Baghdad with G-strings. A couple of more seconds and I'd have given some poor street cleaner a crappy start to his day. Now, I had a ride to catch.
Pull me up! Pelo amor de Deus! All I said!
Come on, come on! Jesus, Max! I can't leave you alone for 5 minutes! What the hell happened in there?
They jumped us! Same guys from the party. They grabbed the girls. Marcelo. But he's here now. Yeah, don't worry about me, homie. I'm just the guy paying you lots of money to protect you. Yeah, what were you drinking? Bet your ass I was. You try staying in there for 5 minutes sober. Oi, look, there they are.
Anna! Quick, get after! Crazy! You can't just leave her! Max, you gotta do something! Come on! Get the rifle back there! She's making a run for it! Hey, hold on! Swing it around! Move! You're gonna lose her! Shoot it down! Shoot it down!
Ai, meu Deus!
Блин, бежи.
Give me a break.
What are you waiting for? Shoot! Do you want to kill him or should I? He's got her! Kill that son of a bitch! Stay on! Don't worry, I see her!
What's Rodrigo going to say when he finds out about Fabiana?
What's he gonna say when he finds out his youngest brother died in a tragic helicopter accident? Move, you're gonna lose her! She's headed for the roof! We gotta get around this thing!
How is this getting around it? Ai, meu Deus!
Oh, look! Look! There she is there! Behind her!
Жива, здорово.
Come on.
E não disse que eu ia te pegar. Você foi fácil demais.
Gonna kill her, man! She's headed inside, Passos. Get us down there! Right! Headed to the helipad!
Площадка. Черт, осторожно!
Look out! Max! 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 Max!
Да ладно. Ой, чё он сдох?
There was a goddamn army of these goons. Clearly, somebody wanted these girls bad. Or maybe they just assumed the Broncos security team consisted of more than a drunk American has-been and a Brazilian never was, who should have paid more attention in flying school. Either way, I needed to find Giovanna before they did.
Isso está ficando vergonhoso! Ela não vale a pena. Temos a mulher do branco. Foi por isso que viemos aqui. O Serrano vai cortar nosso saco se ela escapar! Eu vou atrás de uma festa.
Deixa que ele atire! Vou puxar pariu, meu velho!
Не слышно, значит, да? Так. Значит, надо... Так, а так как? Лучше намного. И, кстати, привет. Алёша, Алёша. Воу! Блин, а у меня птичка первая. Кстати, она игра, в принципе, довольно-таки громкая. Сейчас я немного звук подбавлю. Ну, все, врубай. Ух ты ж, ё-моё. Да сейчас надо просто было в самой игре слегонца. Блин, слегка отвлекся на чат и все, и бородец. Аптечек, кот наплакал. Так, а как здесь у нас? Ага, вот так вот, значит, да?
Isso está ficando vergonhoso! Ela não vale a pena. Temos a mulher de branco. Foi por isso que viemos aqui. O serrano vai cortar.
Ой-ой-ой. Не, пистолет с УЗИ, это хреновая смесь. Лучше пускай будет УЗИ. А, тут было две аптечки. А что ж я лошара их-то пропустил до этого? Так, а рукопашку у нас какую? Блин, а какого хрена? Я ж УЗИ ставил, а? Тихо, тихо, тихо. Замедление времени не трать. Блин, думаю, че... Здесь этот дробаш должен валяться, да? Да. Да, лучше оставлю я его. Твою мать, во урод, а. А, она не добивает. Тихо. Отсекайся. Блин. Нет, два УЗИ брать не надо. Ага. Что тут? Как там дела у тебя, Серый? Надеюсь, все пучком. Минус. Давай, 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 давай. Ну ближе, ну. Отлично, послушный мальчик. Блин, главное не перед... Ой, блин. А я как дурак на пролом.
Giovanna still being alive were getting worse by the second, and if Fabiana wasn't dead already, I was guessing pretty soon she'd start wishing she was. I was up for one god-awful performance review. This was a mess. Where the hell was Passos? We were two failed cops failing miserably at being bodyguards.
Это фиаско в роли телохранителей. Это фиаско, братан! Джованна! Джованна! Макс, я здесь! Что происходит? Где ты был? Не волнуйся, мы тебя отсюда вытащим. Пасос, где он? Он жив. Ему пришлось лететь в обход, он в порядке, вон он. Боже мой, это Рауль! 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 Что ты делаешь, дура? Эй, нет, ничего, иди. Похоже, в этом городе я не единственный, кто позволил себе отвлечься. Ты живой? Моей слабостью была выпивка, слабостью Пасоса была сестра. Обстановка в этом городе начинает накаляться. Девушка босса пропала, и отчасти я жалею, что не пропал вместе с ней. Ну, конечно, бухло, таблетки, бухло, таблетки. Почему бы и нет? Совсем пьяный. Ой, блин. А какой у нас выбор? Мы никогда не платили похитителям, но сейчас я не знаю. Не нравится мне это. А ты что скажешь, Макс? Я не знаю, я не спец по освобождению заложников. У меня есть знакомые эксперты. У нас нет времени. Знаю, Марсел, ты прав. Деньги-то у меня есть. Отец сколотил огромное состояние, так что мы всегда были под прицелом. Мы прекрасно об этом осведомлены, и хотя мне больно это признавать, но у нас нет выбора. Может, мы заплатим, а потом выясним, кто это такие. Мы их... Ну, вы меня понимаете. Как считаешь, кто охотится на нашу семью? Кто знает. Ты же видишь, жизнь в этой стране не такая уж и легкая. Ну, конечно, особенно вам. Я пытался вести бизнес честно. Конечно, врагов у меня хватает, но и взяток роздано достаточно. Понятия не имею, кто точно на меня зубы. Возможно, мне хочется отомстить та банда. Не знаю, мои люди пытались наладить связь с этой группой. Команда Сомба. Эти ребята не из Фавел. Они занимаются наркотиками. А у меня чего общего с наркотиками? Ничего. Деньги любят все. Я хочу, чтобы мне вернули жену. Мы можем отнести им деньги. Прям такая пауза. Не, понесли. Семфаза Баула, Семфаза Хадага Хейн. Прям как заклинание прочел. Эста Алпора, Эй Войсе, Ай Португала. А вот они. Ага. Вот это. Так, убери пушку, убери свою пушку. Тихо, тихо, тихо. Что он сказал? Открой сумку и покажи бабки. Спокойно, парень, спокойно. Опа. Похоже, кому-то на трибунах наша игра не понравилась. Судья. Деньги утащили, чтобы не остаться с трупом, мне стоило делать ноги. Стреляли издалека. Так, что ж, я думаю, на сегодня хватит. Мы, в принципе, одну главу прошли. Игра довольно-таки интересная. Если понравится продолжение, ставьте лайки. И если вам интересно сведение видео там или прочая херня, там музыка, там как бы профессионально, у меня есть ссылка в описании на моего друга Алексея. Он занимается этим профессионально. Так что смотрите, подписывайтесь на него, подписывайтесь на меня, ставьте лайки. И всем хорошего вечера. Всем пока.